And every time I would come in to do a number, they had the whole set just completely decorated and to the theme of whatever I was skating to. You know, I did that, I think it took us like 3 months to film this television special, and when I finished that, I went and joined the ice show. Then I started touring 7 months of the year, doing 10 shows a week. And that was my character building years, I call them, because you know, you have to really prioritize your training and keep your health up and do all the interviews, and people are expecting an Olympic performance every night, 10 shows a week. So it was a very interesting time of my life, a lot of adjustments. And within a year and a half, I married Greg. I was 21 years old. He was a senior in medical school. And then the juggling act of being married and having a career and, you know, keeping up my skating really began to, I think, get really interesting. We found out that, you know, having the right attitude is so important. I mean, here we were, our first year of marriage, and I was gone for 7 months. Not 7 months at one time, but just like 2 months here, a month there. But we could have felt very sorry for ourselves, but we had the attitude of like, okay, we have this weekend, or I have a week with you, and we always looked forward to that. And actually, my mother taught me that earlier on in my skating career. She said, you know, if you do exhibition numbers, don't make them too long. You know, sometimes people think, oh, you do a 5-minute number, it's going to be really interesting. She said, you know, you should just do like 3 minutes. You know, always leave the audience wanting more. So I carried that over into our marriage too. So see, you adapt. You learn these lessons. But there were a lot of adjustments, not just for Greg and me, but my whole family. I remember inviting my grandfather to the ice show that first year, and we had a finale number to this Hawaiian theme, and they brought in fresh flower leis for all of us for the finale, and we were to step over the bang boards at the end of the show, shake the hands of the people in the front row, and then select somebody to give the flowers, stand back and wave to the crowd, and then black out. So I invited my grandfather, put him in the front row to make him feel really special. And so I proceeded at the end of the show to, you know, give him the flowers, and then I stepped back and we're waving to the crowd. My grandfather was still standing up. He was waving to the crowd, and he took a bow. And the cast is looking at me like, what is he doing? And I go, I don't know. He doesn't know what to do. He's just proud. But he was so cute. But I've had so many wonderful experiences with this career, and it's been a very special time for me and my family. And within 11 years, we ended up having 2 boys, and I did 4 more television specials, a lot more endorsements, and a lot more performing. But the lesson I learned over these years is, you know, balancing your life, and I'm still trying to perfect that, and I'm very grateful for all the experiences and the great marriage that I've had and wonderful kids. You know, I've also worked for ABC Sports for 28 years, traveling the world, and that was a very interesting job and a lot of interesting people, and I love being around all that talent and all that energy. I'm grateful for the life I have today. As you saw, my husband and I now have a vineyard. We've been married for 40 years. I don't know, it just speeds up. But we have 2 grown sons, and Andy and his wife Jamaica, they live in Vermont, and he works for Burton Snowboards, and they have 3 little boys, 11, 7, and 5. And Todd, our younger son, is 22. He's in his third year at St. Mary's, and he's a chemistry and biology major. And we're getting our money's worth at the school, let me tell you. We're very, very proud of him. And I'm very proud of my husband. He retired from his dermatology practice of 35 years, and now he is a full-time winemaker to our Fleming Jenkins wines. We planted our Chardonnay vineyard about 11 years ago, and we became a bonded winery about 7 years ago. And we do 4 varietals. We do a rosé, as the video showed you. We do our Chardonnay from our property. We do 2 Syrahs and a Bordeaux blend. And our Victory's Rosé, I'm very, very proud of it. It was pink. It was like a natural thing to do. We'll donate to breast cancer research, and we give $2 of every bottle that we sell, and we've given over $35,000. So it makes us feel good. I am so grateful to be a survivor. And now, you know, our career that we have together in the winery, it just started out as a landscaping project. but now we have landscaping we can drink, so it's not so bad. You know, I had no idea when I was 15 years old that I was learning lessons that would carry me through what life would throw at me. I just wanted to improve at every practice, to do my best, and those were the simple elements and tools that changed my life forever. I didn't get through my cancer experience or the Olympic experience by myself. Those lessons, I think, really teach you so much about yourself. You have to choose your team really carefully. But sometimes the strength inside has to come from your support team outside. And I think for me, looking back at all the challenges, I realized that the good times have given me confidence, but the bad times have given me strength. And life has a way of taking us all on a journey, and how we survive the things that happen and what we learn from them and learn from every experience, and how we can inspire each other with the things that we do. They all matter, and they make a difference in people's lives. I sure didn't have the perfect formula as a child growing up, but somehow I had the attitude and I believed in myself. I want to thank you for letting me share some of my stories with you today, and I want to thank the Kettering Medical Foundation and the Women's Wellness Fund for all that you do for this community, and you are making a difference. And thank you very much for having me this afternoon. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Peggy.